I was on the escalators when the stairs started moving backwards. Me and my 5-year-old daughter Madeline were at the Build-A-Bear workshop in the mall having a daddy-daughter day when we realized the mall was closing. We left to go on the escalators when suddenly the stairs started going backwards. I stumbled and started walking the other way, hoping it was just a glitch, but then it happened again. Forward, then backward. Forward, then backward. I looked down and saw a woman in a mall security uniform standing at the bottom near the maintenance panel. "Hey!" I shouted. "Something's wrong with this thing. Can you get help?" She just stood there, completely ignoring me. That's when I knew she was doing it on purpose. I tried to carry Madeline and climb down manually, but the second I took a step, the escalator shot backward twice as fast. I nearly fell. Madeline started crying. "Daddy, I want to go home," she whimpered, tugging my shirt. "My legs are tired." I looked closer at the mall cop, and that's when it clicked. The mall cop wasn't some random woman. It was Megan, my ex-wife's best friend, the woman who testified against me in the custody hearing 2 years ago. "Megan?" I said her name out loud, hoping I was wrong. She smiled. "Took you long enough to realize who I am. Let us down," I demanded. "Right now." She shook her head slowly. "Not until you admit what you did to your ex-wife, that you don't deserve custody." "Daddy, why is she being mean to us?" Madeline whispered. I ignored the question because I didn't have an answer that would make sense to a 5-year-old. "Megan, I don't know what you're talking about. You isolated your ex-wife from everyone who loved her," Megan said, her voice cold. "She called me crying every night for 2 years. She showed me the holes you punched in the walls. She showed me the texts where you told her she was worthless and no one would ever believe her. And you know what? You were right. The court believed you." I felt sick. These were lies. Every single one of them. I took a deep breath. "She was the one who hit me, Megan. She left Madeline alone at home for hours while she went out and cheated. She brought dozens of men home and slept with them while Madeline was in the room next door, stuck in her crib and crying for food. Court PS found bruises on our daughter. The court saw everything. That's why she lost custody." Madeline went quiet at the word bruises. I watched her small hand move to her arm where my ex-wife used to hit her. Megan's face hardened. "She told me you'd say exactly that. She said you're a manipulator, that you'd twist everything." I realized then that I couldn't reason with her. To her, I was the villain. Then Megan pulled out her phone. "She deserves to see her baby. I'm calling her right now." My blood went cold. "Megan, don't. There's a restraining order. She's not allowed within 500 feet of Madeline." She ignored me and dialed. "Yeah, sure," she said, not believing me. I stood there helpless, still walking up and down the escalators, holding my crying daughter, watching this woman destroy everything. Megan spoke into the phone. "The plan worked. I trapped them. Come now." That's when I understood. This wasn't a coincidence. This was planned. My ex-wife was already nearby, waiting. "Is Mommy coming here?" Madeline's voice was small and shaky while tears streamed down her face. The fear in it was unmistakable. Minutes later, my ex-wife appeared at the bottom of the escalator, breathless, eyes locked on Madeline. "Baby, Mommy's here. Come to Mommy." Madeline buried her face in my chest, clung tighter, and started shaking. "No," she whispered. "I don't want to. Daddy, don't let her take me." At the time, I didn't know why the escalators were still moving up and down, but they were. So my ex-wife couldn't get to us. My ex-wife's face twisted with rage. "See? See what he's done? He's brainwashed her." That's when Madeline started hyperventilating. Between gasps, she said the words that changed everything. "She's gonna hurt me again. She's gonna hurt me again." Then Madeline looked up at Megan. Tears streamed down her face. "Please make her go away. Please. I'll be good. I promise I'll be good." That's when we heard it. Sirens. Police swarmed in. "Hands in the air!" one of them shouted. Finally, the escalators came to a stop. Megan pointed at my ex-wife. "She's right here, officers." I later found out that Megan called the police the second she saw Madeline's reaction when she saw my ex-wife. I showed the officers the restraining order on my phone. They arrested my ex-wife on the spot. As they cuffed her, she screamed at Megan. "You were supposed to help me. You had one job. You ruined everything." An officer turned to me. "Do you want to press charges against Megan too?" "Yes," I said. "I do." Megan whispered. "I'm so sorry. I didn't know." She told me. I just turned and walked away with my daughter in my arms.